Oh, hello everybody! It's my day off, so I am making a video, and I have a good amount to show. So this is probably going to get a little long, and I apologize. I'm trying to shove a bunch of shit in here that kind of been piling up. Firstly, I just want to give two thanks out, two shout out thanks to two wonderful VC members who sent me some gifts. First one up is the lovely and always cool Nathan Morales. He sent me this as a while back as like a thank you for the schematics for Blank Stare album. Sunny Fortune, Waves of Dreams. This is a beautiful spiritual jazz record. That's what I would call it. It really is. And you know, I don't know anyone that plays on this. So it was definitely a trip and very cool to listen to this because it's an album that I have no clue about. And it is just like this cover. It is beautiful. So I mean, you know, Nathan, once again, thank you very much. I really appreciate this one. And the other goes out to the lovely Mr. Jeff Ortiz. Shit. Oh, Jeff, I'm sorry. I can't think of your YouTube channel. Oh, shit. I'm so bad with names. I'm sorry. Jeff Ortiz. You all know him. He sent me this Diamond Dogs. I had commented somewhere that I needed to get Diamond Dogs on Facebook, and he said he had a spare. So I was like, shit, send them my way. And you know, Jeff, if you know of anything I have, or you can think of anything you want me to look for, I mean, shoot it my way, man. It runs two ways. Keep my eye out for you. So yeah, Jeff, thank you very much. Fills a nice hole in my David Bowie collection. Now, on to some of the buys I've been collecting recently. First one we got up, what you're hearing and hopefully enjoying in the background, it's the Cadaver and Aqua Nebula Oscillator, right? White Ring. Wonderful album. This is my first time I'm actually dropping the needle on it, but I've listened to the whole thing digitally already. And it's just two wonderful psychedelic, you know, blues space rock bands just joining forces. And some of the songs are literally just Cadaver, and some of the songs are just Aqua Nebula Oscillator. But side B, which you'll listen to right now, from the Flying Dutchman, and side D, the White Ring, are long extended 20+ minute long tracks, and those are actually with both bands joining forces together. So it's very cool to hear, because there's two drummers sort of going at it, and they're always like one's here and one's there, and layers of guitars. I mean, those to me are the tracks that really make the album. But really cool album. Came from Europe, so I had to pay a pretty penny for it, but it is what it is. I'm happy with it. Next, everybody's talked about this, and I've been lazy and haven't shown it yet. Obviously, the wonderful reissue of Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness by I can't think of anything right now. Smashing Pumpkins. I need to eat. People have been talking about this, so not much to say. I will say the packaging on this is fucking gorgeous. It is superb. But like many others, you know, immediately upon dropping the needle, I could tell just audio quality was seriously lacking. But you know, I still got it. I'm excited to get it. It's still cool to have, but they could have done better. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, these next couple records, I gotta give a thanks out to Mark up in Canada, Dr. Dead Wax, the wonderful, the one and only Dr. Dead Wax. Mark, a few months ago, I guess, I don't know how long ago it was, you had showed a record, here it is. You showed a record off of a label, PM Records, and you said that I would really like it and that you could still get it brand new from their label online. I was like, oh, cool. So I went on and I did a little research and I ended up getting a couple different records, but the first one, which is what you were talking about, is the wonderful Elvin Jones is On the Mountain with Jan Hammer and Gene Perla on bass. And I haven't listened to it yet. I only cracked open one of these, but they're all still sealed except for that one. But very cool to get. Just going to show them. This one is the one I opened and listened to. Open Sky, self-titled. This one is damn beautiful. Oh man, it's a live recording, and it's got Dave Liebman, who I've been obsessing over. So that's the reason I got it. Dave Liebman on it. Frank Tusa and the wonderful Bob Moses on drums. This one is definitely awesome. The opening track, flute piece, is just gorgeous. Starts out with this flute. Then halfway through, it's like a solo flute. And then the rest of the band kicks in, and the drumming is just fantastic. Wonderful album. Spirit in the Sky, another Open Sky. Same players on this one, so. This one looked and sounded interesting. Dreams by Doug Riley. One of the reasons I got this is it has a cover of Chunga's Revenge. So I was like, oh, hell yes. Sonny Greenwich, Evolution, what is it? Evolution's Love Reverse. Guitar player. Dave Liebman solo. Oh, Memories, Dreams, and Reflections. This one sounded really nice. They had clips on the record label, which is PM Records. I said that right. And this one just sounded awesome. It's all just Dave Liebman playing solo, and he's doing overdubs, and it sounded phenomenal. I'm probably gonna crack this open afterwards, but really just been enjoying Dave Liebman lately. And last one I got is Bernie Sineski, I'm gonna say you pronounce that. Free Spirit. This one from the clips had a very sort of fusion sound to it. Lots of keys and synthesizer. Very excited. So Doc Deadwax, Mark. Yeah, thank you for the hint. And just let you know, I did take advantage of it, and I will be listening to them eventually. I just haven't gotten the chance to. So. Sorry. This one I was very excited to get. I found it for cheap. It was under $20, so I was like, oh! But it's Ruins 2. Yes, Ruins 2. Tatsuya Yoshida. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Is just a genius to me. I just love him so much. He has this band, which he had several CDs on, so I never bothered to get them. If they were out on vinyl, I would have gotten them, but eventually I'll get around to get them, which he's doing now. It's called Kyonji Hayakai. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I mean, he's doing some amazing stuff recently, and Ruins is what he started with. Just noise rock. Just totally fabulous. Punk feeling, heavy, noisy. I mean, to the max. Really enjoyed this one. Very cool to get that one, and glad I found it for cheap. This is one I picked up so long ago, and I just forgot about it, but World Saxophone Quartet. What is it? Live at Brooklyn Academy of Music. This is off the wonderful Black Saint. So very, very cool to get this one. What's the players? Hamiet Bluyet? I guess that's how you pronounce his name. David Murray, Oliver Lake, and Julius Hemphill. Definitely very cool. 4 saxophone players just going at it and nothing else. Had this one for a while too and just neglected to show it, but the new Omar Rodriguez, well, not the new, but the latest Omar Rodriguez Lopez album to come out on vinyl. And it's Octopus Kool-Aid on some deliciously sexy red vinyl. and it came with a poster, which is just the album artwork. This one is very heavy electronic, and he has Terry Genderbender singing on it, who's with his band now that he's touring with, Bostonian Rainbows. Very enjoyable, at least for me. So, you know, at least for me it is. Yes, yes, yes. This is one I was super excited about. Paid a little bit for it, but it was a sealed copy. I paid, with shipping, it was $40 exactly. So I was thrilled because it's a pretty expensive record. But Co-Essential with Bart Hersey and David Moss. This is this free, sort of experimental. It feels very at times improvised, you know, jazz record. It is so good. Bob Moses. Ugh. I can't think. Can you tell? David Moss on this is just fantastic with his drumming. He's hard at times, then other times he's very delicate and moody, and he's playing all kinds of things. I mean, he's playing you know, cymbals and bells, I mean, snare drum, you know, small toms, pair of bongos, Mongolian drums, I mean, just everything, Ethiopian horn you can imagine, all kinds of percussion. And of course Bart Hersey, just one of my favorite guitarists, just going at it. What song was it? I think it was the song Threefold. Just wonderful, just ripping that guitar. Really, really enjoyed this one, and I got to thank Chris. What's it? John Coltrane 68 now, formerly Astral Traveler, for letting me know about this guy. And I mean, I'm just so happy with this record. I was so happy with it. And another Bart Hersey. This one is just him playing solo guitar, but it's very electronic because it's a guitar that he has hooked up to a modulator machine, then a synthesizer. So it's got a lot of these like early synthesizer arpeggio loops, and then he's playing guitar along with that, and then he'll sort of modulate it out, so it's getting all these weird sounds. Played completely live studio recording, except for one song that has a tape loop, the Nile. Really good. I mean, at times it's got that cheesy synthesizer sound, which is unavoidable, but other than that, I mean, wow. This was another one, picked it up sealed, it's still in the shrink, but I mean, god damn, this one was good. Really, really enjoyed this one. Very good record. I just, you know, Bart Hersey is just blowing me away, and I need to find more. I know he had a band he was in called FX, which was like a synth pop thing, I don't know. And he had one album out on, was it Buddha Records? Yeah, Buddha Records in '70, which it wasn't jazz at all. It was actually like a psych folk record called Swamp Gas, which is super rare. I mean, I just can't find it. But I gotta keep my eye open for those, because I just, you know, love this guy lately. Okay. Now, the last two. Very excited about these ones. These ones I actually found both on Bandcamp, so there will be a link down at the bottom for you guys. But the first one up is the new Acid Mother's Temple, the IAO chant from the Melting Chryso Underground Freakout. This album is basically, it's all one long track, cut into two pieces, obviously, because the vinyl for each side. And it's sort of Acid Mothers at their purest, sort of just taking a riff, just going with it, just total commitment to that one riff. That's essentially the whole song, except for obviously, you know, the freak out, the going and soloing and all that. But I mean, pretty much the whole song is just going with that one freak out. You know, that one fantastic, you know, heavy guitar riff. I mean, this one is really good, and it came on some fantastically beautiful vinyl. I mean, look at that. Whew! I'm getting wood looking at it myself. But this one was definitely very, very good. The music is stopped. That means this is damn long. Last one, promise. Sorry. Then the last one is Kawabata Makoto release. Kawabata Makoto, who obviously is the drummer, guitarist for Acid Mother's Temple. But him and Anla Cordes. Kawabata Makoto is obviously doing, you know, electric guitar, bow guitar, and effects, and Anla Cordes is doing tapes, vocals, and electric guitar. This is sort of noise experimentation. It's very heavy and abrasive and loud and noisy at times, and other times it gets a little quiet, but mostly it's just noise. Which I don't mind coming from Kawabata Makoto. I really enjoyed this one. 2 long side long tracks, killer artwork, killer artwork, and the vinyl again is totally beautiful. Oh, look at that! I just, whoo! You had on Bandcamp where I found this, there was 2 options to buy it, and they were both the same price. And so I was like, cool. Of course, I'm going to get the yellow splatter. But I didn't think it was this good. I mean, it's got all kinds of colors in there. That is just so beautiful. And the labels just complement it, I think. But definitely one of the most beautiful vinyl records I own. With some of the loudest, most abrasive, noisy music I have. So, I mean, yeah, definitely a cool, trippy album. These are both on Bandcamp. Check them out. There will be a link at the bottom. And this has gone on long enough. Oh shit, one more. I lied. Last one. This time I promise. Okay, geez. 7-inch, found on Bandcamp. Come on, you fuckers. This was pricey. This was $20 for a 7-inch. But it's more like an art piece, which is why I got it. It's really cool. Open it up. It comes with little booklet page in there with different essays and stuff. And what this is sort of an experiment in music, if you would. Side A is just a guy taking a guitar and smashing it. So it's a lot of, you know, reverb and feedback and empty noise and bangs and clangs and all that shit that goes along with breaking a guitar and smashing it. Side B is them taking that guitar being broke and transposing it for solo piano. Very interesting when you hear it on the piano. It's got a weird sort of rhythm to it. And at first you're like, well, that's not a guitar being smashed. But when you listen to them both together, you're like, okay, I can hear it. So, I mean, yes, was it expensive? Yes. But like I said, just a cool little art piece. So, you know, I didn't mind paying for it because it's just cool to have. But that's it. I promised. I am out of here. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. Das Vidania. Until next time.